This is my belly button. It looks like a beak. I'm Vanessa Ruck and welcome to my birthing story. So I am a professional motorcycle rider, racer, adventurer, traveller, content creator, motivational speaker, and this is quite a different story here on my channel. So I hope you enjoy it. A little bit of background about me. So I am currently 8 days off my fully cooked due date, which is approaching very fast. You can see that I am very round and I have apparently, fingers crossed, very healthy little baby inside, and so labour could come at any point. With everything that I do on my channel, a big mission that I'm always on is to try and help inspire, share knowledge, and empower people through the lives that we're going through. And that is why I've decided to share my birthing story. For me, I would say I couldn't count how many nightmares I've had across my lifetime with regards to labour. Those horrible dreams where I've got myself pregnant, I've got past the point of no return, and there is just this ticking time bomb of going into labour. The pain, the screaming, the ripping, the blood, all of those things that Hollywood show us that pregnancy and birth is going to be. Now, for me, with my career kind of background as a project manager, one of the things that I've always seemed to do when I have fear is to approach fear and attack it with knowledge and try and overcome it. And so that's kind of what I've done as I've gone through pregnancy, trying to give myself the best knowledge of information as I can to be empowered through my pregnancy. Now, you can see a couple of other videos on my channel about riding motorcycles through pregnancy, for example. And with labour, that is exactly what I've done, and it led me to discover hypnobirthing. Now, when I first heard the word hypnobirthing, I immediately went, spiritual, hippie, it's not going to be for me. But I decided, let's give it a bit more reading, because a lot of people seem to be raving about this hypnobirthing thing. And it turns out it's a really, really bad name for what hypnobirthing is, because hypnobirthing is effectively the science behind labour. And when you start to look at labour and birthing, you realise how much power we have as a female to go into it naturally. And historically, birth has always been a natural process. Think about all of the animals in the wild. Think about our grandparents. Most of them gave birth at home with very minimal complications. And modern medicine has turned it into this clinical medical thing where you book in for a C-section with big recoveries, and you have forceps and epidurals where you can't even feel when your body's surging. And so hypnobirthing has enabled me to feel really empowered about the natural process that I'm going to be going into. Okay, I don't necessarily know exactly what labour is going to feel like or look like, but I guarantee that my body knows what it needs to do. I just need to allow my body to do it. And the crazy fact that blew my mind in this journey of discovery about labour was the fact that if you were knocked unconscious or you were in a coma and you were pregnant, your body could give birth to your baby without you even needing to be awake. That is how natural birth is. Now, I'm going to be sharing my labour birthing journey with you. I have absolutely no idea what it's going to look like. I have a 9-page birthing plan, which I have carefully crafted with my birthing partners, with Rucky Monster and Fluffy. And that goes through plan A, which is hopefully a home water birth. So the best intention is that this little one is going to come into the world in this very room, in our beautiful cozy house full of oxytocin and a warm fire. And then moving on, if there are complications, it is, of course, possible then moving on to going into hospital and those kinds of things. And I will try and share as much of it as I can with as much honesty as I possibly can as well. Let me know if you've got any questions or comments in the comments. Already got baby brain. I am 8 days off my due date, so I'm trying to slow down a little bit. I'm still staying active. I'm sitting on the ball a lot, going walking, being out on the mountain bike. But I can tell you one thing, that this baby will come on its birthday.
A few days have passed since the last update. I am now officially on my 40-week due date, so this bump is feeling unbelievably hard, uncomfortable. I don't know how babies have so much strength to be able to kick. Sometimes it feels like it's going to break my rib cage. It also feels like it's trying to separate my pelvis whilst not actually coming out. But anyway, I'm doing well generally overall. I had a midwife appointment yesterday and everything's looking really good. Baby's in the perfect birthing position. But the midwife was pretty straight with me, pretty cutthroat, which is what I needed. And she said, right, your baby, your body is ready. Why is this baby not coming out? It should be out by now. What is going on in your head and what is blocking you? Pretty powerful questions, and yeah, there's definitely been some things going on in an area of the family which has been putting a lot of additional emotional stress on me, and I've had some events coming up that I have just been sort of focusing on, and yesterday made the decision, everything's going. I'm taking everything out of my calendar. It doesn't matter whether I'm able to go and muster up the energy to go with pregnancy and being 3 days overdue, or whether the baby's here. It's just, I'm not doing anything and I'm going to stay at home and nest. So today's focus is to try and really get the oxytocin going and let my body naturally go, you know what? It's safe. It's safe to bring this baby out into the world now. So that's the big focus. There's loads of wise tales about pineapples and spicy foods and all that kind of stuff. But the hypnobirthing has massively taught me that it is hugely fundamentally down to your mind and being in the right zone, which is going to be my next focus. So hopefully the next update in this video is going to be me going, oh, I've got a surge or a contraction or something going on. I have definitely had lots of brigs and hacks and there's stuff going on and I can feel things and I've got lots of aches but no actual signs of labour yet. But it's coming, aren't you, little baby? We're going to get you out of there so I can be comfortable and I can do roly-polies and be like a ninja gazelle. Pow pow. Okay, 40 weeks and 2 days, so we are heartily cooked. Around 20% of pregnancies get to this stage. I can tell you that the exponential discomfort over the last probably 2 weeks is quite impressive. But I'm feeling good, and this morning in bed, I think we finally had some activities which are giving us a sign of labour. I had lots and lots of cramps during the night, but the most exciting part is I've had 3 surges this morning. Now, I had no idea what a surge was going to feel like. You can read and listen to as many books and podcasts as you want, and it talks about the muscles and doing that, and they all say you'll know, but you're like, how will I know? You'll know when it's a surge. It's really intense, and considering these are like the baby warm-up contractions, surges are what I'm calling because I'm in the hypnobirthing bubble. I'm a little bit intense about what is going to be coming later on, but the update at the moment is that I've had 3 surges this morning. They're still about 2 hours apart, but that is a sign of something. Now, with labour and with the whole of pregnancy, being active is a really, really powerful one to help with the body, the fitness, the mindset, the outdoors. So I'm out in nature at the moment, going for my little daily wobble. I'm trying to do at least 1.5 miles a day. So I'm going to waddle past you and see if these surges keep going. I'm on the birthing ball, so some surges have been progressing this afternoon. We had a good, probably 6 hours of quiet time, and then they've started to happen a little bit more in the last hour, to the point that my bowels started moving a little bit, and I decided to do a suppository just because they recommend
sort of clearing as things with labour gets closer. And then a quite powerful surge hit in the hallway, so I'm now on the ball in the hallway. It's post-surge now, so I'm totally chilled, but it went from super chilled to quite intense really quickly. And it's amazing how, like, you suddenly are in this surge and it's really deep and you're like, whoo, and then you're totally fine. Just trying to remember all the things that I've learnt about when to call the midwives in the hospital, and priority right now, because I do still have chunks of time between surges, is getting a decent dinner in me, because these surges are using a lot of muscles inside the body, and muscles inside the body, which I know from my endurance racing, require nutrition, food, water. I've got electrolytes, so food is on. I'm going to have a decent meal, so I'm going into this powered.
Alarm whistle. Good timing. I can't eat that bit.
We were about to go for a walk, but she's having another surge, which is why going for a walk, stretching the body, getting some fresh air will be really, really good. Ready?
Yeah, we're going to go for a walk. We're at a point where my surges are all the last hour and a half minutes. They've been within under 10 minutes. Gaps?
In the last hour, they've been under 10-minute gaps, yes.
That's the one. What she said. So we're going to go for a walk in the dark because it's night time. Do we have a light?
Yep, I'll grab it.
You've got a light. We're now in the hot tub in the garden. Thank you to my mum and dad for lending it to us for the last couple of months. It's been pretty amazing through pregnancy of the weight. The Freya app, which we're using to track my surges, has just told us that, judging by our surges, we've now just gone into established labour, and it is 18 minutes past 11 in the evening. You can tell by the fact that it's dark. My first surge was at 7 a.m. this morning, so that's a pretty decent 12, 16 hours of build-up. And now they're definitely increasing intensity, but it is incredible how they just kind of zen. Wow, being in the hot tub is helping a lot. This is the easiest I've spoken between surges in a really long time. The midwife has just arrived. Hello! Why is that such an amazing feeling? I'm doing well. No, don't give me the hiccups.
Yeah. Okay, draw some circles. What you need?
Oh, I'm gonna regret this. There's a surge coming. Oh god. space. It's still shooting me.
Weeing. This time, not behind a tree in the desert.
Serge.
Use those breaths.
The books are liars. It's not just about breathing. Actually, that's not true. It is. When I breathe and relax, the pain is a lot less. Maybe the books are true. We think we are now in active labour. What's the time? I don't think I want to know the time. I do want to know.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. Wow. Oh, we got a search starting. I'm now in the pool again. Oh.
Landed in the right place. It's all good. Try the bottom of that bag. Leslie, you okay for me to work around you and just have a quick listen? Yeah, it's gonna be good.
How's the pool treating you?
It is amazing, and the zoodle noodle thing is genius. It's like holding my body. I feel as though the relaxation I'm getting in the pool is massively helping the intensity of the surges and keeping me calm, because I've definitely had quite a few wobbles. I think for anyone watching this, and anyone who's watched lots of the positive home birthing stories, I think there's a lot of scenes that aren't put in those videos, because I just don't believe they could do it all without a single wobble. This is really intense. Put me in a desert over this any day. I think I'd vomit on you if I had a mouthful of pizza. I'm on race food, so I'm on protein shakes and electrolyte energy drinks to keep me fueled.
I'm glad you said that because I'm not sharing my pizza with you.
It's like, yeah, little one. I think it's more just a baby wriggling.
Yeah, I think maybe had a wriggle. Doing a little acceleration there.
How are you feeling? It is 5:05 in the morning.
Pretty tired. But we're closer than we were 10 minutes ago, and we're closer than we were 10 hours ago, so. And 20 hours ago. What's it look like? And then I think I just want to rugby kick it into a hedge.
And then blow it back out again.
I'm not sure how's the pain, but my head's high. Oh, where's this been? I was potty trained with Maltesers. My mum and dad potty trained me in 2 days.
By bribing you with Maltesers?
By bribing Maltesers, and ever since I've had a box of Maltesers every birthday and every Christmas.
Oh.
Time over there, doll.
Yeah.
What you doing? Talk to me.
I sat in the pond.
In the pond. You mean the birth pool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my sexy knickers on now.
Ooh, and why do you have those on?
Because my waters broke 36 hours in. But the bubble in the waters was what was blocking the baby from coming down. And the baby's head is a bit on askew, so it explains why it's not happening, hopefully. So we're gonna do some silly dances.
Wiggle, wiggle, and jiggle, jiggle.
Show us how do you do it? Show us the wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, it jiggles out of the vagina.
Yeah, it will do.
That's it. Jiggle that baby and get more fluid out.
Yeah.
Jiggle that, baby. Jiggle that,
It
baby.
feels like I'm weeing, but I'm not weeing.
Okay, so once it takes around an hour, all right, maximum I'd say for it to work.
Ollie, yeah? Everyone happy?
Very.
Yeah?
So baby's in a good position.
Excellent.
No, that's fine.
But it's not going up, it's dropping again.
Vanessa, do you want some time to speak to your couple, your family? You can, sneak in. I'm just holding it.
Oh, it's so quick!
Okay, Vanessa.
You've got this, Vanessa. Big push.
Vanessa,
Well
you can
done.
see just the top of baby's head. So,
One of you go out and grab your
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is just getting your catheter out, because baby's in the way of that now. So we're just getting rid of that, and then you're going to be listening to your Joe, all right? We'll do some guidance. That bladder again. Oh,
You've got this, my love.
I'll be talking about this for days now. This bladder.
You are so brave.
All right. All right, you go for it. I can feel you.
That's it,
Go on.
Yeah,
bear
come on,
down low
Vanessa.
now, okay, lovely? That's it, all the way into your bottom. Well done. That's the way, well done.
That's it, Vanessa. That's the way.
Yes.
Keep that coming. Keep that coming.
That's it, beautiful.
Keep that coming.
Come on.
Keep going.
That's brilliant.
Bring
Brilliant.
that life into this world.
Brilliant.
That's it, you're doing absolutely amazing.
Keep that going, Vanessa.
Well
Thank you so
done.
much, my beautiful.
Keep that going.
You're doing it. That's the way. Keep going.
And again, if it's there, I need another one like that. So let's get this baby moving now.
Well done. That's it. You're
That's
moving,
the one.
baby. That's the way.
Go
Well
on.
done. Keep going.
No? Right, Vanessa then, because we need to get this baby out quickly.
Juice.
I want you to have that. Do you remember I was talking about that push down to your bum as if
Yes,
you're constipated? Vanessa, I want you to have that push down for me.
Okay. It's really important now that you
Okay.
listen to us. Okay, lovely.
So I need that push down to your bum now for me.
Right. Big long push now. That's it. Well done.
Into your bum.
Into your bottom. Into your bottom. Don't breathe out your mouth, sweetheart. Push all the way down into your bottom. That's it.
Hold that push.
Down into your bottom, Vanessa.
That's it, Vanessa,
it.
that's
Well
it.
done.
Hold that.
Keep that one going.
And hold it for as long as you can. Right, Vanessa, has that surge gone?
Yeah.
Alright, just have a breath. So, because of baby dips and because we're so worried, I want you to just push now.
Okay, can I rock?
Of course you can.
Just remember your time in the desert.
No.
Okay, and if you can overcome that, you can overcome this. That's it. Well
Right, go
done.
on. Big
Go
push
on.
down. No breathing out. I just want forceful pushes.
No breathing.
That's it.
That's
Keep that
it.
going.
Breath and push. That's it.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Well done.
Go on, and
That's
again.
it, and again.
That's it.
Keep that pressure there, sweetheart.
That's it. That's it. Vanessa, you've got this.
Well done. Right, just
Right.
breathe for me.
Breathe now.
Vanessa, just to give us some breaths.
Breathe.
Small push.
Is she just breathing through at the moment?
Incredible work. Well done. Progress. So, goodness me.
Has the baby like less distress now it turns out?
So I couldn't tell you, okay, because it's
Baby's
really
head is
hard to
out
monitor,
soon.
but that's why we're like, let's just do this final push and we're done. Alright.
This is the push T you've been waiting for, the final push
Final
T.
push, and you've got a baby in your arms.
We're
Next
almost
surge.
there now, Vanessa.
Next
Right, I
Okay.
can feel one building.
Next surge. Big poo,
Well done.
okay?
Big
Right,
push
and you're
into
done.
the bottom for us,
Right, go
darling.
on.
There you go. Hold your breath in your mouth. Push it
Big
out.
push
Big
down.
Big
push.
push. Big push. Keep pushing.
Going,
You can
sweetheart.
do
Keep
this.
going.
That's it. Keep going.
Use
Keep
all
going.
that muscles,
Keep
all that
going.
energy you have inside
That's it.
you.
Well done, sweetheart.
Everything
That's
inside
it,
you. You can
Vanessa,
do
that's
this.
it.
You're almost there.
Right.
Well done. You've got it.
Right, well done. Oh,
Hello, sweetheart.
oh, just gonna have a little
bit
dry
surprised,
off.
aren't you?
Oh,
That's
incredible.
it. Well done.
oh, there we go. Hello.
I think you're fine, Doc.
Well done, you.
Doc, I think you're fine.
I'm just
Thank
gonna
you
put
so
some
much.
towels underneath you.
You're happy, guys, aren't you? I've just...
Oh,
Thank you, everyone.
good
baby.
There we go.
There we go. Oxytocin on 10 because LSB feels.
Well done, everyone.
I've left it there.
That's okay.
You had a look at this
That
little
was
one's face.
She
incredible.
wants to wait half hour.
Absolutely beautiful.
Vanessa, did you still want to wait the half an hour for the injection for placenta, or are you happy for me to give it to you? Yeah, of course.
Go, little man.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Have you
Do
seen
you
what
want
you've
any
got?
readjustment?
I think she wants to wait
No,
until...
the taller you're comfortable as you can be.
I'm very overwhelmed.
I bet you are.
You've just happened very quickly,
You
isn't it?
delivered super duper quickly.
You did beautifully.
Right. Let's tuck this baby a little bit. There we go.
Right, Vanessa, can I
There
come
we
your
go.
leg here with that injection, lovely? Is that okay? Okay, sharp scratch coming up, my sweet.
You poor.
Well done, sweetheart.
Amazing.
Well done.
Poor little.
Well
gorgeous.
Out
done.
individual.
You did amazing.
Absolutely. So we said the baby doctor to go away because that's how wonderful this little one came out.
Fantastic, Vanessa.
And you listened to your body. You were the one going, I think something's changing.
You are incredible.
Yeah.
I
Thank
told you we had to
you,
get
thank
you
you,
off that
team.
gas, didn't
Honestly.
I?
There we go.
I had no idea how that was going to pan out.
It's so changeable, maternity and obstetrics and things.
can't- you
Things
just can't
change on a
predict anything.
flip of a coin. And that's exactly what you did.
You've done amazing.
Well done, you. Right, I'm just going to pop some towels underneath you.
Oh,
Thank you, everyone.
Oh no, there we go. There we go. This baby listened and thought, right, I'm coming.
You didn't want to be cut out, did you?
No.
You want Mummy to go back and race, don't you?
You were like, Mummy, you're delivering me.
Yes. Mummy's worked so hard. I will stand on this hill. That bladder was impressive.
We got a little girl! Yay! Hello! We got a little girl! Oh!
That's a big girl.
I have so many points on the chart.
So, does that mean
You're going to say the name?
that we have a little Skyla?
Yeah.
There we go. You're free to the world, little one.
Hey.
Oh, you are now officially
you and your
She is
little.
officially her own person.
little bundle of squidginess. She is a very happy baby. I'm a very happy mummy, but I'm very exhausted. Let's go! Little Kissie's in the car. So we've left the hospital and we're on our way home, and obviously with little newborns they can't be in their car seats for more than 20 minutes at a time because of their air raves. So we've just pulled over for a little roadside squidgy squitch. It is winter, so we're not going outside, are we? Squidgy squitch. Just trying to get her nice and straight so that her airways are open. Look at this little bundle of happiness. Fast forwarded 6 weeks and I can now say I'm very much fully recovered from the labour process, and I thought it was worth giving a little bit more detail about what happened through the labour process, as you'll notice that I ended up in hospital and the filming at the time wasn't really fully capturing what happened, and there's a few things that through my labour journey and that experience that I really want to get across in here to help empower other people going into labour and birth of their little ones. So the first thing is probably to mention why I ended up in hospital. I had a bladder issue, which meant that I was effectively retaining urine and I wasn't weeing as much as my body was producing from what I was drinking and hydrating with. And that meant that there was a lot of pain through labour. I believe it got to something like 36 hours and my pain levels were higher than I could cope with. I didn't have pain relief through the majority of labour, and effectively my bladder was ballooning, and when I got to hospital they drained 1.2 litres of urine out of my bladder. Typically a bladder holds 400-500 ml when you're not pregnant, so the volume inside with a baby was pretty colossal, and there's 9,000 nerve endings in your bladder, so the pain was... I got to a point where I was like, I'm done. I know I wanted a home water birth and the hypnobirthing, but I cannot handle this pain. And that's where it's really important through your labour that you are really listening to your body and understanding that there are different outcomes of how labour can go. I was set on a home water birth and I had my birth plan, but my body had some complications. So ended up in hospital, they drained 1.2 litres out, and I almost immediately went into turbo speed labour, and at this point there was an extra complication of the C-section team in the hospital getting their hands on me, and they were very much like, we need your approval, we need you to have a C-section. Now in my birth plan, which I'm going to mention in a moment, I had very much said that I did not want a C-section unless I would do anything to avoid having a C-section, let's just say it that way. And so they were trying to get me to give them approval, consent to go and cut me open. I didn't want to give them consent. By this point, I had been given some gas and air and painkillers, so I was a little bit out of it. My birth partners, Annika and Rocky Monster, were massively defending my birth plan and saying I didn't want to consent. And it got to a point where they basically said, it's 15 minutes until this is deemed an emergency C-section and you won't have a choice. At which point, Annika sort of caught wind with the midwives that I was 9 centimetres dilated, and yes, with some potential complications of ripping, etc., it was possible for me to try and push the baby out. And so she gave me a pep talk, turned me over, and 6 minutes later I pretty much just silently breathed Skyla out with a natural birth, no tears, no rips, and that to me was the most positive birth experience I could imagine. Now, I would recommend anyone going into labour to really read up and understand the full realities of the different ways in which labour can go. Hypnobirthing is really good at getting you to understand the science behind labour. And
write down a really detailed birth plan of what your dream desired plan A birth plan is. So home water birth, nice lighting, candles, scenting, using TENS machines, whether you want to be able to have pain relief, all of these kinds of things. And then do plan B. What happens if something doesn't go quite to plan? Then do plan C, plan D. So my birth plan did actually include what would happen if I had a C-section, and I wanted the most natural version of a C-section. Get yourself a birth plan and it will make you feel really, really empowered. Then make sure that your birth partner or partners are fully on board with your birth plan, really understand it, and will be there through the whole journey to advocate for you and have your back and fight for your birth plan. Because when I got to that hospital, if I didn't have the power and the support and love of my birth partners, I would have been cut open and had a C-section. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a C-section. Some people want to have that as a choice. I decided that that was not what I wanted to put my body through, and I wanted to give my body the chance to do a natural birth as much as possible. So get yourself your birth plan and get your birth partners on board with it. And remember that plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D can still be a positive birthing experience if you go into it with the right mindset of the fact that your body, nature, complications, what will be, will be. And when you have that little baby come out, I want to say it was a really magical experience. There was a moment in labour where I actually said that I think I want to rugby ball kick the baby into the hedge because I was in that much pain. And when she actually came out, one of the first things I said was, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now, but the oxytocin really quickly kicked in and the natural instincts. And now 6 weeks on, Skyla is an incredibly happy little baby. I have recovered from the post-labour complications of 2 bladder infections and 10 days of the catheter as a result of it all. We're breastfeeding happily. It has been a disgusting roller coaster of emotions and hormones and a huge learning curve. I don't think I've cried more in the last 6 weeks than I have in my whole life. I don't think I've argued with my family more in the last 15 years than I have in the last 6 weeks, and it's really, really tough. But at the end of the day, all I need to do is look into those little eyes and see Skyla's little face looking back at me, and the world is an incredible place. Would I want to go into labour and having another child again? During labour, I definitely shouted some abuse of the fact that I was never going to be doing this monstrosity ever again. But hormones are insane. It was some kind of type 2 fun, probably like racing in the desert where in the moment you're in pure survival. But now I could imagine going back into it again. And I know that that positive birthing experience and the knowledge going into it would fill me with empowerment to go and do it again. And I really hope that by me sharing my birth story with you, the honesty, the highs, the lows, and some of the things that have enabled me to make sure it has been a positive birthing experience, hopefully it will help empower you as well. Empowerment comes through knowledge, preparation, and all of those fears can be countered by understanding the natural process of labour. And if your body can give birth to that baby in a coma or knocked out, I promise you, you can give birth to your baby as well. Believe in yourself, and it's a magical journey that isn't as magical as society tells you. It is brutal all at the same time, but it is magical at the end. I'm Vanessa Ruck, the girl on a bike. A very unusual video on my channel, and for any of my regular viewers, this is not going to suddenly become a baby orientated channel, so don't panic. I'm going to be getting back on the bike very soon. In fact, I'm planning to go for a ride in 3 days' time and get myself back out, wind in the hair, and certainly we'll see whether Skyla wants to get into the engines as well as she grows up. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments, and thanks for watching. I realise I've just done this whole video talking about beautiful little Skyla. I should probably show you. She was fast asleep while we did that. Yeah, she is. Little Skyla. Hey, pretty girl. Hey. Oh, he's Mummy's voice. Hello. You have a good sleepy time? Watching your dingle dangles. Dingle dangles. Like she farted. Like mother, like daughter, eh?
Bless you. Bless you. Hello.